how to do it, why you should do it, just a little overview. I am a certified Mad Dog spinning instructor. I've been teaching here at Marino Center for 4.5 years now, so really enjoy it. You can go ahead and move to the next slide. My objectives for today are to explain the fitness benefits of cycling, including the cardiovascular and the strength benefits. Also in 5th grade language, to explain the health benefits of spinning and the importance of exercise in your everyday life. Also how to get a beginner through their first class from bike setup to cool down. And last, giving a student athlete who comes to your class with knee or foot pain, describe how you would adjust their bike and how you ensure their safety throughout the class. So what is spinning? It's an indoor cycling, usually done in a fitness studio with various lights and music settings. I like to turn the lights off in my class and really turn music up loud, really get that energetic environment going. The instructor takes participants through a class, including a warm-up, a series of sprints, hills, jumps, cool down and stretch. The greatest part about spinning, I think, is it is all self-directed. So you can adjust your resistance you can make it as hard as you want, as easy as you want, pedal as fast or as slow as you want. And then we're just going to watch about 30 seconds of this video to kind of get a sense of the environment.
You know I hate spin class. Why'd you bring me here?
Oh, suck it up, you whiner.
You know I know how to make you stop and stare as I fall out. The club ain't even handle me right now. Check this out. The club ain't even handle me right now. The club ain't even handle me right now. Can't not handle me right now. I see you together. Let's get 'em. On the night and I don't need no help. Gotta be the feeling that's top best bed. Something going my hand. For the club, arrogant like yeah. Top right money's.
Alright, so that's just a little, it's really what the instructor makes of it. They can make it a ton of fun like that, or you can have it kind of boring. But so anyways, why spin? It is intense cardiovascular exercise, but at the same time, it's at a self-directed pace. You can train in the off-season. I don't know how many people like to run outside, but Boston winters are not really compatible with outdoor exercise. So spinning is something you can do all year round. That's kind of how I got into it. Fun, energetic music to get you through the class. And also adjustable bikes for all shapes, sizes, abilities, injuries. So some health and fitness benefits of spinning. It is a no-impact exercise. I actually had a girl last semester who had a stress fracture in her foot, and she took the class all semester long because she wasn't able to do any impact exercise, but she could sit on the bike, she could pedal, still get a cardio workout in, which was really great for her. Also for older, we get a lot of faculty in the classes, bad knees, bad back, that kind of thing. They can still take part in this exercise. Helps maintain a healthy weight, just like any form of exercise. Increases lower body strength, especially your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads. Improves your endurance to go harder and faster the more you participate. It really does get a lot easier the more you come, I swear. Helps fight off disease. Exercise can improve your HDL, help control your blood pressure, all that kind of stuff. And it also improves your mood through general group exercise and the fun environment, and also through the release of endorphins. So getting started. Before your first class, you're definitely going to want a water bottle. The new spin bikes actually have a spot for 2 water bottles because you're supposed to drink that much throughout a class. And definitely a towel because you will sweat a lot. And then adjusting the bike. So just going over bike setup. The height is usually about hip level. So the seat lifts up and down, and you're usually about hip level. Forward and aft means you can move the seat forward and backwards. So what's really important here is that you want your knees in line with your ankles. So if you're too far forward, your knees are going to be way forward and you're really going to hurt your knees. So you always want to move the seat back. So here's a key point if someone says they have knee pain, you want to check their forward and aft position. They could be too far forward. And then the handlebars are all personal preference. Beginners, it's usually a lot more comfortable higher up, less less strain on your back. If you have a rider who rides outside and they want to simulate the outdoor riding, their handlebars are usually a lot lower. Foot straps, so your feet do strap in the little pedals, or there's also spinning shoes, which some participants have. And then there's a resistance knob and a brake right in the center. So it's a little red knob. Turning it to the right increases the resistance. Turning it to the left will back off the resistance. So your instructor will be up front saying, all right, like, we're going onto a hill, let's turn it up. And it's all, you know, if I say turn and you feel like doing half a turn, that's your call. My mom takes the class at home and she likes to do the big turn. I say let's add a turn, she'll pretend to turn. You know, it's all your own pace, it really is. So, and then if you ever need to stop, you just push down on the center knob and it is a brake. So if you ever do need to get off the bike, Alright, so here are some pictures, and I was hoping you guys can help me out and tell me what exactly is wrong, how to maybe adjust the bike to fix it. So looking at this first picture, what do we think? Yeah, awesome. So how would we fix that? Yep. So kind of all of the above. He's definitely too low. His knees are super bent. He needs to go back. Awesome. Cool. How about this guy down here? Doesn't look very comfortable. What? Yeah. So how could we make him so he's not so like? Yeah, move the handlebars up. A lot of times riders do like to ride like that on the road, although it's really not safe indoors. And then this last one. I don't know what to do. What was it? No, what is like spinning? It's not an upper body.
Right, spinning all his weight on his arm.
Yeah. So he's putting all his weight, and the biggest thing is all your weight, you want to work your lower body, so you're not leaning forward. Also, when you get really sweaty, I've seen this happen, your hands kind of slip off. If you have all your weight on, so it's not fun, so you definitely want to sit back a little. Alright, and then next slide. That's just a picture of good form. You can see that there's just a slight bend in the knees, which means that their height is good. Their knees not locking out as they pedal, and it's also not a huge bend. Good handlebar position, she's not hunched over. Next slide. And then just some common complaints and mistakes. I hear this every class, my butt really hurts. I've not been able to sit for the past week. It's completely like expected. There's no way to avoid it. It's not the most comfortable seats. The more you come, it goes away. Like I swear I'm immune to it now. There are a few things. There's seat cushions that you can put over your seat. That is some of the faculty do. There's also these really stylish padded shorts that I've never seen anyone here wear, but at my gym back home, there's some older people with them. My knees are really bothering me. We kind of talked about that as far as adjusting the fore and aft. So if you say, if a participant says my knees are really hurting, you're going to try and move them back a little. And also see if you can lift them a little higher. No resistance on the bike. So every once in a while you'll see someone just kind of flying around, and the bike will go without you pushing at all. Like it has a flywheel. So if you don't have any resistance, you're really not getting a workout, and you really put yourself at risk for injury because the pedals are just going to go. So that's probably the biggest thing. You always want to make sure you have something on the bike. And last, pointed toes. So you want to try and pedal with a nice flat foot. A lot of times participants will point their toes down, and then it'll put them at risk for shin splints. And any questions?
I know you had a blank for this in here, but I'm just curious also. How many calories does like a 60?
It can burn anywhere from 600 to 1,000 calories. It's crazy. We did a little experiment last semester. This girl who took my class throughout the entire semester had a heart rate monitor, and the average amount of calories she burned in a 60-minute class was 890. So it's definitely what you put into it, but regardless, you're sweating a lot.
Yeah, and what do you offer classes?
They're through group fitness at the Merino Center, so right now I teach 4 days a week, or 4 classes a week. I actually teach before I come here. Usually nights and then a few mornings. And the schedules are online. A few people come in here. Any other questions?